Who you are?
George King, worked in Towanda all my life. I was I was born on Weston Street between the funeral home and the doctor's office. It
Okay.
used to be Weston Street. It's got a new name now.
Apparently they've renamed a lot of things right
Yes,
here. Yes.
they did. And my mother had the ice cream store. It was across from the Daily Review.
Okay.
And what else?
So what was that? That was the bank? Is that where the bank is? Or
No, that
was it a house?
Daily Review.
I know, but across from it.
Kitty corner.
Oh, kitty corner.
The two corners was gas stations.
Okay, what do you know about the Highmont? Was it the David?
Wilmot.
Wilmot. What do you know about the
That
David?
was the hotel on
the-
Second and Third Street.
Now the Brinks people stayed there. They spent at least one
Yes.
night there.
Yes.
And so, do you remember what? You remember where would they have had breakfast? They had breakfast.
In jail.
No, before they went to jail. Before they got caught. There was like a restaurant there.
Yeah, there was. Yeah, it's in. Yeah, I can't think. There's Newberry's, I think, or something. No,
Yeah, now it's Newberry. It's totally different now. But that was the Highmont, right?
Yeah.
Wilmot. I'm sorry.
Wilmot.
I'm messed up. All right, let's go back to the Brinks. Apparently, you don't remember ever seeing the car that they had?
He didn't have a car to drive because he was supposed to be staying in jail.
Right, but before just as they arrested him, they arrested him at the Narrows in Ulster.
Oh, okay.
And then apparently, I was told
I missed that part.
Okay, all right. So let's start with what you remember about. I guess that would be Joseph O'Keefe.
Okay.
Joseph O'Keefe. He was the star witness for the FBI.
Oh, yeah.
And he's the one who didn't want to go back. So basically, you were telling me that he had kind of like he was like a very good prisoner. And they let him go out and do errands.
He didn't want to be caught by the guys because he knew where the money was that they stole.
Right.
And he didn't want to go back to the rest of them because they got him because he ran away with it. And
so you worked at the time. What were you in school or were you actually working?
I worked 48 hours a week while I went to school.
Wow. And this is like school, high school or?
High school, yeah.
Wow.
I ran up State Street every day from down the corner. The corner store was my mother's ice cream store. And there was an Acme, well, it was an American store back then.
Right.
American stores were the small Acmes.
Wow.
And
so you remember seeing this prisoner?
Saw him every day.
You saw him every day?
That was here by, what do you call it? Bridge Street.
All right.
He come down. He was a trustee from up to jail. He didn't want to go back to jail, or he didn't want to go back to.
So he was being as good as he could.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And he was trusted. They had cops drive it at one time.
Huh.
They had 4 cops in the front car, and they had 4 cops in the back car. But one of them was sitting on both sides of him as they drove him down. They drove him down to. There used to be a photography shop above a corner store there, and they were going to have his picture taken, so they drove him down with 4 people, 2 on each side, bringing him down there. They brought him down, took his picture, and took him back up to jail. About an hour later, he was down the street walking.
Now, did you know, apparently he had a lot of dental work done or something? You remember him going like to see a dentist or anything?
He did, I don't know if it was dental work. Doctors did a lot of work for him.
Okay. And so they. Did they ever...
the dentist. They took that's the guy that was up overhead in the corner there at Bridge Street.
That was Prusak.
Yeah, he was taking pictures.
Okay. That's very interesting. So as far as the acceptance of the citizens of this. I guess he was sort of a celebrity, wasn't he?
Oh, Greg, everyone talked to him. He got along with everybody. And it tickled me when they brought him down there with 4 people and guarded him, and then they brought him back. An hour later, he was down walking the street.
That's funny. That is funny. Well, listen, I want to thank you for sharing this information, and it'll be available to other people to kind of get a better perspective of what happened roughly, 66 years ago.
Yeah.
So that is something that unfortunately We had a gentleman who lived in Dewshore. He just recently died last year, and he was one of the two guys that helped to take the car apart when it was over at Benson's Auto Sales across the street. Yeah.
Eddie sick?
Hmm?
Was Eddie sick, the guy who took the car apart?
No, his name was Gerard. I forget his last name.
Oh.
But he recently died. And he mentioned his daughter mentioned a man named Brennan.
Brennan's. Used to be Brennan's Coal Yard, the upper coal yard.
Well,
Where the dip used to be in the road.
He worked at boy, I'm losing it now. He worked at the auto place where they took the car.
Brennan did?
Yeah.
Okay.
Brennan. Brennan. And I think his name was John Brennan.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to get more verification on that. But they took this car apart, and no one knows where the car is. So I'm trying to find out what the license plate number was. I have a Freedom of Information Act into the state troopers.
Yeah.
And they're going to run see what they can find historically as to what the VIN number is. We're trying to identify the car in terms of its model, so hopefully we can buy one and use it in our parades.
Yeah.
It would be really neat. So, well, thank you again for...
Well, I've seen that car a lot of times.
Did you?
Oh, yeah. They let him drive it as long as he's on Main Street. From the jail.
Come on.
What kind of model was it, George?
Well, I don't remember. I didn't know cars back then.
Remember the color at all?
Well, it used to be kind of a plain, I don't know, between the gray and black or
Okay,
something.
because
Green and black.
we understood it was a 1949 black Mercury. But,
did they make never Mercuries back then?
not Mercury, what am I talking about? Buick, I'm sorry,
Oh,
black
okay,
Buick.
Buick.
I'm losing it. See that?
I'm driving you nuts.
No, I'm losing it. Black, it was a 1949 black Buick. We have no idea if it was a 2-door or a 4-door. We're trying to narrow the model. No, we don't know what the model is. So
Well, I worked in 3 American stores in town here. There was one where, what's the name of it now? My mother's had the corner ice cream
Right.
store, and then it was, bartender. It was a bar room next door.
well, there were bars all over the place back then.
But it was, it used to be a grocery store.
Uh-huh.
And then there was one down here. A lady managed the one down here, the next block down in the
Right.
corner, this side of the post office.
Do you remember if it was a 4-door or 2-door car? I mean,
Well, the 4 doors weren't very famous back down because the doors opened the wrong way to get down the road.
huh.
In fact, I helped the undertaker. There was a girl, a real fat girl, lived on Plank Road. She opened the door and threw her out, and the door ripped her
Oh,
stomach.
all right.
But that was right.
Yeah, they call them suicide
Plank
doors.
Road, yeah.
And Lincoln's had them all. Lincoln's were big. Even later on, the Lincolns had the suicide doors on them, at least in the front or the back or whatever.
I used to help the undertaker.
Oh, boy.
So it never bothered me.
Okay. All right. Well, listen, I want to thank you very much.
Yeah.
And give us your name again so we have it.
George King.
King.
King, yeah.
K-I-N-G. Okay.
K-I-N-G.
George, thank you so very much.
You're welcome.